This project is funded by the European Union, and the objective is really to increase the visibility of Europe as a study destination among students from non-European countries, but also to support students in finding information about studying in Europe. The activities proposed in the framework of the project are open to the 33 Erasmus Plus program countries. The project is focused on implementing 5 activities. First of all, we organize educational fairs all over the world, both online and also face-to-face. We also manage the Study in Europe portal that is housed on the European Commission website. We manage also dedicated Study in Europe social media channels on Instagram and Facebook, and we also cover a number of posts on the Erasmus Plus social media channels. We've worked on developing promotional tools to support the promotion of the program, and there are also a number of specific capacity building activities targeting all the European national promotion agencies as well as the European Union delegations across the world. We've organized both virtual events, but also face-to-face events that have been targeting different geographical regions. All these events have been open both to European higher education institutions, but also European national promotion agencies. And often we've also organized institutional networking events coupled with the fairs, taking the opportunity of the promotion events to also strengthen institutional cooperation.
Study in Europe portal provides all the information students need if they want to seek higher education in Europe. We have some different sections on the portal, such as planning your studies, country profiles, resources, and also the European higher education fairs. On this slide, you see the example of all the country profiles. So if you click on a country, then you will be redirected to a webpage with all information about scholarships and study opportunities.
The Study in Europe project has 3 social media channels: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So here you can see 9 videos. These videos have been produced during this Study in Europe phase, so in the last 3 years. And they are, on top of being shared on the Study in Europe YouTube channel, they are also shared on Facebook, on Instagram, and you are always welcome to like and share the videos, especially if it concerns the country you are operating in. The Study in Europe social media channels have 5 to 6 posts a week. So there is 1 country profile post. Then we share 2 to 3 times posts about the Study in Europe portal articles or the portal content itself. Once a week we post the country reel. Once a week we post some content that our followers can interact with. And if there is Study in Europe Fair coming up, we also post Study in Europe Fair promotion post. The games and quizzes, there is a nice list with 3 links. The first Study in Europe test, it's 11 questions about languages and different European values. There's also the Study in Europe quiz about the history of Europe, some questions about typical foods or drinks or capital cities. And we also recently launched Study in Europe word search, where you can try and find as many European countries you can find in the word search tool there. So if you have like a day open in your social media schedule, feel free to look up these games, then just repost them or share them on your social media as well.
Students are highly aware of sustainability and SDGs. We also really want to reflect this during the project. The Study in Europe project therefore has made some sustainable choices. So first of all, we reduced printed materials and we created a limited number of environmentally friendly goodies, such as pens and tote bags. One of the things that we also set up is the Planting Tree project. This is a way to thank students for their attendance in our events at our fairs. And for each student, we plant a tree. And next to that, we use simplified booths at our fairs. And we also choose sustainable booth designs. For example, for upcoming fair in Argentina, we will use booth materials that we will later give back to schools so that they can reuse them.
We want to reach out to show the opportunities, to let people know about the opportunities of studying in Europe. And this regards studying in Germany, for that matter as well, at one institution, at many institutions, so that the talents actually get a chance to find their way of going, and also to show what the universities have to offer, do offer, and how far they are different as well. The University of Stuttgart is an international research university with a wide range of study programs, a growing number of master programs in English language. I think it was 2018 when Ismail and I were together at Study in Europe Fair at the booth of the University of Stuttgart in Chile. So, Ismail, what about your sensing at the time?
Well, I can say something about prior to my experience in the University of Stuttgart and in the marketing fairs. I was working in Chile as an engineer, and I wanted the experience of studying abroad, and Germany showed an option.
So promoting study programs is certainly an important reason for us to take part in the Study in Europe fairs, to show our international profile in a European context. We try to include the alumni in the respective countries, either have a meeting, either have a side event, have an alumni meeting with some of them who are in the area, but bring, if possible, also an alumni to our booth, to our table for discussion, because there's nothing else like a young student talking with the next young student.
Really short after I signed on for this master program in the University of Stuttgart, like 4 months later, I received an email from the director of the program with the question if someone would have interest on flying to Chile to represent the university in a Study in Europe marketing fair. And I almost answered this email just with a yes and nothing else, because I was so excited about it. Not only, of course, about the fact of going back to my homeland for a while, but also and mostly for the fact of having the opportunity to talk with another people like me about what the opportunities in Europe are, and in this case in Germany and in Stuttgart. So we went there together, and it was a very exciting experience, having the opportunity not only to be in the capital, but also to some other smaller cities where also some fairs took place, and different students from both schools and universities were attending. And it was an enrichment to try at least to guide a little bit these people face to face, these very personal questions.
I think this really sums it up. You need a strategy. You have to know where to go, why you want to go where, and you have to offer good programs, for sure. The content convinces perhaps most, but it is still important to bring that content to the people and be authentic. Germany, with its German universities, presents itself in a European context. That is quite an asset. A good chance to, first of all, promote Europe, but secondly, promote the German universities, and thirdly, also in the combination with the other universities. So also to understand each other not only as competitors, but collaborators in the way of creating opportunities. It is an asset in itself as well, but it was good to network with the other European universities, not to be underestimated.